guys, look at that. I took all my hanging baskets down because this is maybe 3 miles to the west of us. They've been getting heavy downpour for a good hour and 20 minutes now, almost 3 inches of rain. And it's slowly drifting over here. But I gotta show you something real quick. I didn't record it, guys, sorry about that. I just wanted to get it done, but these are the strawberries I planted. All I did was I went and cut all these runners off, and because I did that, we're getting so many more strawberries, and I just pick them and eat them. But, that was good. I cut all these runners off, and then they started producing flowers again. Well, the ones that produce in late spring. But if you guys want to know, all you do for to make new plants is these plants will get, there might be one over here. Everything's looking decent. Still needs water. A lot of this stuff up here is in pots. Look, I didn't even propagate any of these strawberries. All I did was come in here with scissors and cut right around the top. And when I did that, Rachel said it seemed like there was more flowers on some of these. But let's see if we can find a strawberry. Rachel usually picks them before the critters get them. But sometimes she misses a couple big ones. Like, look at this one. She missed this one, see? And a critter didn't get to it. So I'm going to eat it. So sweet. So sweet. I'm trying to look for a runner so I can show you guys exactly what I did. I guess I was pretty good at cutting them all off, all the runners. Thought I would have, oh, okay. So, guys, this is what you call a runner. This is a runner, and they run from your plants. What you can do is, I'm just gonna break this one off instead of cutting it. You see this little runner here? So what you do is you bring this over, you find yourself a pot of soil, right? Where do I have an empty pot of soil? Look at this. Anybody want tomato frenzy? Look at all these tomato plants. I'm sorry. I'm ripping you out. I don't even know what kind of tomatoes they are. That's what happens when you worm compost with tomatoes, guys. It's the only thing that happens. The worms eat them. They love them. In fact, we can go up there and probably check again because it's been like 4 days since I fed them. But I do nothing with them. So all you basically do is you take this little guy here, just push it into the soil like that. Same thing here. Just push it in the soil like that and leave it. Now, if it comes back, it'll come back. Like this one didn't yet, but I gotta keep giving these water. But we have some that came back. I don't really care if only 2 survive in this bucket. It doesn't bother me because that's all I need in a bucket. We'll see. Rachel said they'll be all right, but that's the quickest, easiest way to do it. And so what? Look at this one. This one survived and came back. Those ones look a little better. Any ones that are perky, they'll come back. Before you know it, in a couple weeks, all these will come back. Update on this garden, not too bad. We got new flowers on our peppers, and we're getting more peppers still, so that's a good thing. And we still have plenty of peppers on here. So, and you guys ask, I know I had Upscale had said, how do you guys manage to do the garden and all the lawn care and landscaping and everything? Guys, it's tough. Today I haven't done anything out here. Look at these mums. I haven't done anything out here. I haven't been in this part of the garden but to just pick things for like a week maybe. It's today I did almost 7.1 miles of walking, putting down fertilizer and getting ready for aerations this year. But I haven't been out in this part of the garden in a while. I don't even know what I have out here. But I'm not the only one. I've seen people say they haven't been out in their garden like 5 days. But everything's still looking good in this half. Look at these zinnias and stuff that I planted that were in pots that were dying. Cosmos. Now, you'll see on some of these plants, they have blight. but we're still getting tomatoes, as you can see, still producing little tomatoes. Blight here, you can't help the blight. We might get a little better because we're getting cooler. I gotta come out and pick some of these tomatoes. Oh my goodness, I just picked these green beans. I'm gonna eat one. Oh, good. But these are all tomatoes. You can see some of the peppers have marks on them. It's actually hard, so I can still use that pepper. Rachel came out here and got okra and cut it up. You can't use these okra. These okra are huge. So she cut them all off, and we'll get these. Obviously, you can see I've lost complete control of the garden. It's just an overgrown mess now with things growing everywhere and plants withering and dying in buckets. But I've been slowly pulling them up to the other garden and getting them in, guys. It is August, and we're going to get really busy with aeration and seeding, so we're going to do a lot of processing of this. And maybe I'll clean up the garden, but I just wanted to show you guys how it's been doing. Okay, I need this. We have, if you guys watch the other channel, we have a problem with plants having too much water. So we're going to go there tomorrow, and I'm going to spike the ground underneath the plants so the water can drain down lower. So let's remember that's there. Oh, wow, look at this thing. I don't think you're supposed to let these get this big, are you? So this is a quick little other half of the garden tour. Remember, I told you guys I didn't show you this. I was going to wait for Rachel, but it's been, look, that's a volunteer. Remember the big melons we gave you, Wes? If you watch this, we gave you that big melon. This is another volunteer one. I'm going to let it stay. Oh, these are Rachel's, I think they're Mexican sunflowers. She has a bloom on one. Wait until I tell her. She'll love that. And overall, guys, I am super stoked about this garden. It's like really did good for us. We're not done here. I could put some of this stuff out front and people would buy the tomatoes, but here's what it is. Look, Rachel left big okras around everywhere. It's getting to that point of the year. I think we're going to come out here, guys, and we're going to clean all this out, take all this down, and start colder weather stuff like broccoli and stuff like that. Look, I still have tomatoes. These things are in buckets still. I guess we're not good. Look at how big this thing is. This thing is in a 4-inch pot, and look at the size of this thing. Guess that's permanently there. Oh, I want to show you some other tomatoes that I haven't really did much with, but I picked one yesterday because I didn't want anything to happen to it. But look, these are in buckets over here, and look how big this tomato is. See this tomato? Oh man, I should just pick it and let it green in the house. Look at this one. So this is blight, guys. Blight starts to take over, and there's not much you can do about it but spray. But we're in August, and I'm not worried. If we're here next year, look at my hanging baskets. So next year, we got to get our hanging baskets done early. Look, here's more runners, if you guys want to know what runners are. We got to get our hanging baskets done earlier. We did sell a whole bunch of them, but we do got to get them done earlier so people buy them. When it gets hot out, people tend not to buy plants. And these ones look horrible because we just... Oh, look at that. That's pretty. That tomato plant. That's in a bucket. But see, we're going to get pounds and pounds of tomatoes still. Now, my raised bed garden is hideous looking, guys. I'm going to show you the bads and the goods. We got some tomatoes, a big pepper in there. I didn't use proper soil, so that's one of the reasons. Next year, all our potted plants, I'm not going to make the soil. We're just going to buy the soil pre-made already. This year, we're not going to buy the soil. We're going to get it pre-made already. Volunteer tomato plant. So we do have volunteers everywhere in the garden, but how's you guys' garden doing this year overall? Too much rain, too little rain? I know a lot of people are having a problem with too little rain. We're now getting a bunch of rain, and I'll show you the pumpkin plants. I just cut these pumpkins back, and they have taken over. Look at, I could probably just give you an update video on the pumpkins all the time, guys. You guys would like that. Where's my biggest one at? It's hard to find them anymore. They've taken over. Look, we have 2 there. Oh, that's a biggie. I'm gonna put something under this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This one's gonna go up into the tree. 12. This one's gonna go out that way. 12 giant pumpkins just in this half. Let's go see over here. Now, I can't guarantee they're gonna make it all the way to the spring, but I mean, not spring, till fall. I'm hoping. I seen other people had a giant pumpkin, and they actually had a pumpkin. Thing was like huge. Wow, I don't see any in on this side of the plant, on this half of the plants. Is that one? Oh yeah, there's one. Oh wow, we got a whole bunch over here too. So we're gonna have a bunch of pumpkins, guys. Hopefully they're ready. Ooh, these are white pumpkins. Do we have any white pumpkins in here? I didn't see any, but can we find a white pumpkin? Oh, sorry guys. I don't know. I don't see any white pumpkins yet, which is weird because my giant pumpkins, they have pumpkins all over them. Oh well. Not bad. So, not bad, guys. Here are tomatoes everywhere. I don't know what kind of tomato that is, but that grew up. They should be ripening. Look at our mums. Very happy. This is like the first time we ever did mums. So they're coming in pretty nice. Some of them are bigger than others. I just fertilized these and we got rain. So they're all looking good. Here's a little echinacea for you. Some mint with a St. Joseph's coat rose. This is a Leaf Hydrangea. Phlox is doing really good. And that's a moss rose. And these are echinacea too. This is my hydrangea. Believe it or not, doesn't look the best because it still needs water. Pots are the hardest, guys. So we just did a video walking through up here too. So you guys will get to see any progress on, look at how big the coleus is getting over here. Nice. And all these tomatoes, I'm surprised these weren't knocked out for blight already. Okay, and then the reason I came out here is I have to water all this stuff. But look, I'm gonna be able to, ooh, maybe I'll bring that one down. I'm gonna bring this, let me zoom out. I'm gonna bring this one here all the way through. This is a super healthy vine. I'm gonna bring this one all the way through, and we're gonna try to get these to go all the way up this banister and all the way up the house before freeze. But I came out here, look at these, everything here transplanted well. This is like a week later. I'm gonna put more of the peppers down there. They're drying out in here just to see if we get any more peppers to the end of the year. Never planted the corn. Maybe we'll have baby corn. And then you come up here, and this stuff needs water, I think. This stuff never gets rainwater. I always have to water it by hand. And I need to get this tomato fixed. Look at all these tomatoes on here. These are volunteers. So, all this stuff. And then here's the messy worm buckets. And I'll show you guys because I just fed all these worms again. And look, you just move it around now. Wait, didn't I just feed these worms? Where did it go? Wow. Man, they work fast. Okay, right here. So let's see if there's any worms. Oh yeah, look, see them all? But they ate all these tomatoes that quick. Man, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to feed them again. I guess you're supposed to feed them every week, but we'll give them some more food later. Look, everything's a little droopy up here. This stuff doesn't get watered when we get rain. These are climbing hydrangeas, begonias that Rachel hasn't planted, that they're still in pots. Nice, nice. Got a quick little garden tour. I'm showing you a little pumpkin that I have. No, this is a squash. I'm going to show Rachel this. So hopefully you like that quick little garden tour. Sorry I didn't do a full video on these strawberries, but I really needed to get them done so we could double our plants, and that's what we did. We pretty much doubled all the plants we have so we can have a huge strawberry harvest. I can't believe that storm disappeared. I really wanted that rain. So I'm going to come out here, water everything up on the porch, nothing down here. I'm not going to water any of this because I think I watered half of it the other day. I haven't watered anything on the porch. So hopefully you guys have a good night. Hopefully you like that quick little garden tour. Let me know, guys, how did your garden do so far this year? And are you guys going to plant a fall garden? Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember, be happy, or at least try. Have a good night.